It is raining, but it does not matter because we are headed to Dollar Tree. We are in search from some new items to craft with, and I hit the jackpot with these beautiful wooden pieces. Oh my word, the design, the distress on them is totally me. There's not even that much to do with it. I think it's gorgeous the way they are. And we're going to start with this one right here. I think it's so stunning. Now, I did realize they are not solid wood, friends, okay? If you tap on it, it's hollow. But I love the design. We're going to make it work. We're going to take a Dollar Tree mason jar, one of their larger ones, but you can do it with a smaller one if you have, or even a pasta sauce jar. This one's a little dusty, so I'm just going to wipe it well because we are going to paint it. Now, you don't have to paint it. Of course you don't. You can add whatever else you want. You can add moss inside, rocks, Easter eggs, whatever your heart's desire. I'm going to paint it in the moss green. I'm going to do a couple of coats. I'm going to do them sideways, and I'm going to let that dry, of course. While that's drying, we're going to drill a hole. I'm going to use my drill, and I'm going to use a pretty thick drill bit because I want it to match in size to the dowel that I'll be using. So we're going to switch that out, and I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, because I'm not sure. I don't want to crack it. It's hollow, so I'm going extremely slow here. So I'm just holding, letting the drill do its thing, pressing very lightly until it goes all the way through. Again, I don't want to crack it. You know what I mean? All right, so once it was all the way through, I was breathing a breath of relief, and then we're going to insert the dowel, which fit perfectly. It was snug enough where I did not need any glue. I even tried to like fan it out, and it was not going anywhere, so it worked really well. And I'm going to use my little handheld vacuum. This thing is amazing for crafting. I'm going to have it linked below if you are interested in one. All right, we're going to take this foam ball. It's already used on one end, so we're going to do the same thing on the other end. I just kind of pressed it on top of the mason jar, and then we are going to cut it, and then we're going to add a little bit of hot glue. Work kind of quickly so it doesn't dry up on me, and then place it flat side up, of course, and then we're going to just leave it until it hardens. I decided to distress the bottle. You don't have to do this, okay? The jar can remain just as is, but I just wanted it to have that, so I'm just going to do this sideways motion with a little bit of white paint. This is Waverly chalk paint in the white. We're going to use a screwdriver to poke a hole right in the center very carefully, and then we are going to insert the dowel right inside. If you want to add more weight to the jar, just add maybe some stones, sand, rice, whatever you want before adding the foam. We're going to cover the foam using some of this moss. Now, Dollar Tree carries some of this. I have not seen it in my Dollar Tree for a while, but I do get them on Amazon. It's pretty much cheaper, so I'll have it linked below as well if you want to check that out. We're going to use some of these greenery picks from Dollar Tree. Just going to insert them here and there, and then use this ribbon. I believe this one is from Amazon. If I find it again, I'll have it linked below. So we're just going to make a very simple bow, tug and pull as needed, and then we're going to take more of the same ribbon, hot glue it in the back, and just wrap it around just to cover some of that thread at the top. And this is where you can use jute string too, rope, any other ribbon you want, to be honest with you. And then we're going to add the bow right there in the front. And that's it, friends. We're going to keep this neutral, simple, but so beautiful. I love the farmhouse charm it has. And that wooden flower is stunning. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take wooden planks. Now, you know I love crafting with these. I also found these smaller ones. I don't have a picture of it, but they're right in the wooden section at Dollar Tree. We're going to remove the sticker, of course, and then, of course, we want to sand it smooth. I'm just going to use my sanding block. It wasn't too bad. I'm going to focus on the edges to remove the splinters, and then, of course, you want to wipe and dust really, really well. We're going to take white paint. We're just going to do a very kind of like a sloppy coat, but this is, I want to have a distressed look, and I want it to look a little bit worn out. So we're going to do a little heavy, kind of like dry brushing technique. Then we're going to take, while the paint is still dry, we're going to take some of the sandstone, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add a few bit here and there. This is just going to add a little bit of shadow, and I just kind of like the way it looks. I am also going to use that one to paint the sides, and then we're going to put that to the side to dry. Dollar Tree carries these little wood bead rings, and they're so fun to craft with. You can leave them just like this, of course, or you can open them up, use the beads. For this one, we're going to open up both ends. We're going to create two halves, and I am going to remove several of the beads because I wanted to have 24 on each side, and yes, I counted because I have done this before, and sometimes I miscount. All right, we're going to loop each end just like they were originally, but we're creating two smaller loops. and we're going to create little bunny ears. I'm going to use Antiquing Wax by Waverly. We're just going to antique and distress the edges just a little bit, wipe off the excess, and then you can add as much or as little, or just skip this part. It does not matter. And then it's time to attach the ears. You can hot glue them, but I wanted to do both ways. I want to hot glue, but also drill holes and tie them because that's really going to hold them. So we're going to switch out the drill bit once again to a smaller one. Once I marked where I wanted to drill, I'm going to drill a couple of holes all the way through and then thread jute string through the holes. This is going to allow me to tie them, but also hot glue them. And it's just going to have a nice hold. All right, so we're going to do a little simple knot here in the front, and we're going to add hot glue behind the ears, or just a little bit, I guess, just to kind of hold it a little bit. We're going to cut off the excess string here. This part is optional as well. I'm going to dry brush some white paint on the bunny ears. This is just because I wanted to add it. It does not need it. You could also use Antiquing Wax and make them a little darker. We're going to use 2 ribbons for this one. The dotted one is from Dollar Tree. The beige one, I believe, is from Walmart. I don't remember. Maybe Hobby Lobby. Nonetheless, use whatever you have at home. It does not matter. We're going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch them in the middle, and we're going to just stack them on top of each other. The beige one is a little larger than the other one. We're going to tie it in the center with a bit of jute string. We're going to dovetail cut the ends for a finished look. And then we're going to hot glue it at the bottom of the ears. This is just going to cover up all that little messy part, but also just add a lot of texture. And it looks just so cute. I'm going to use this square button, which I think is adorable. It comes in a huge pack of all these buttons, and I did get them on Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store. Again, linked below. We're going to hot glue it in the center, and then we're going to use one of these little sawtooth hooks that I get on Amazon, and 2 little screws from this set. Again, all from Amazon, and I'll have it linked. And we're just going to add it to the back, carefully, of course, and making sure that I pick screws that are not going to go all the way through. And we're just about done with this one, my friends. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love the neutral tones. I love that it's festive enough, but it's not too colorful. Love it. What do you think, though? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take this leftover fall sign that I got from Dollar Tree, remove the string and the bow, and we're going to sand down the lettering because it has like a little glitter to it. So we're just going to remove that, dust it extremely well because we want to add Mod Podge and we're going to resurface it. I'm also going to remove the excess glue right there. All right, so now that everything's set, we're going to add a layer of Mod Podge. It's going to be pretty thick, not extremely thick, but medium-sized thickness, I guess. And we're going to put it to the side to let it dry because we are doing the iron-on technique. Once dry, we're going to take a beautiful craft paper. This is from a book that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then we're going to add parchment paper and we're just going to iron. That's it. It is easy, easy, easy. All right, so once attached, we are going to sand down the edges using my little sanding tool. This one is also from Amazon. So if you want to check it out, linked below in the description box. We're going to cut off the little portion. At first, I thought I was going to leave those little handles. They look like little ears. I later changed my mind and I'll show you. So again, we're just going to finish off the paper. And then we're going to cover the top using burlap ribbon. You can use any other ribbon you want. I just thought the burlap would be nice and neutral and complement the design. We're going to attach it with hot glue. And then using my X-Acto knife, I am going to remove the excess. It's hard to win, hard to pin. Alright, so we're moving along, and this is when I decided to remove the ear. So I'm just going to use my blade knife, score it a few times, snap it off, and then remove the excess. And then I'm going to sand down just a bit to make it smooth to the edge. I think it looks so much better. I don't know why they just kind of stuck out to me, but if you want to leave them, you can. I'm going to antique and distress the edges once again with Antiquing Wax. I'm just going to use a little rag, and I am going to do the edges. I'm going to start low. I like to just add slowly, you know what I mean? And then add more as I feel like it needs it. But of course, you can skip this part. I'm also going to add it to the burlap on top, and then kind of like all around the burlap just to darken it a little bit, and then just here and there at the bottom. All right, so this one I want to add a cross because we know that Easter is all about Jesus, his death and resurrection. So I want this one to have a cross. So I am going to take some of these paint sticks. I'm going to mark and cut with my miter shears, which is an amazing tool, by the way. Again, yes, it is linked below in my Amazon store. Then I'm going to sand down the edges of the paint sticks and paint them in the beautiful moss green again. While those are drying, I'm going to add some of this greenery pick from Dollar Tree with a little hot glue and add this very neutral flower at the top. So, so pretty and easy. All right, so the paint sticks are dry, so we're going to distress and then take those edges as well to kind of bring everything together. And then I'm going to add tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, 2 of them on the back of the long piece. This is going to create elevation on the paint stick, but still look nice. You know what I mean? So then we're going to hot glue it to the bottom right corner and then add the middle piece. You can leave it just like this, but I decided to add ribbon and it's very wrinkly, so I'm just going to quickly iron it. And then we're going to wrap it around and then we're going to just hot glue it in place so it doesn't move around on us. And yes, we need to add something to hang it with, so I'm just going to add jute string with hot glue and tape. This is just masking tape and I'm just going to add it and it's going to hold really well. It's a very lightweight piece. And look how stunning this looks. Oh my gosh, my friends. It's beautiful. It's festive. It reveals the true meaning of the season. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take a piece of scrap wood. This one did not come from Dollar Tree. However, you find all kinds of wooden pieces at Dollar Tree this size often, so go ahead and check them out there. I sanded it smooth, wiped it really well, and I'm going to do similar to what I did to the second piece. I'm just going to paint it white, leaving a few distress marks to give it that antique worn out look, but of course you can paint it, stain it, whatever you want. I'm also going to paint the sides just to make it look nice and finished. While that's drying, we're going to use some of these rub-on transfers again. I used them in a previous video recently, and I just love that it has that neutral tone Easter kind of look, but we're going to use one of them. These are from Essential Stencil, and they are wonderful. I'm going to sand smooth the paint now that it's dry, wipe it well, and we're going to place the bunny right there towards the top of the piece. And we're going to use a little scraper, and we're just going to lift and scrape. Lift and scrape. That's literally it. It is such an easy way to craft with. Once attached, we are going to distress it just a tiny bit to kind of match the entire design. Wipe it well. I'm going to add jute string to the bottom, leaving about a ½ inch. From the bottom, we're just going to wrap it around a few times, and then we're going to attach it with hot glue on the back. That's it. Such an easy step. You can leave it just like this again, but I'm going to add just a tiny little bow just because I want to. I think it's cute. I'm going to loop it into 2 little tiny bunny ears and then loop it around and tighten and pull and tug again as you need to. And we are going to cut off the X's and hot glue right there in the center. For this one, we could add a sawtooth hook, but I decided to take more tumbling tower blocks. These are the ones. They just look like little Dollar Tree themed Jenga blocks. We're going to add 2 together with hot glue, and then that we're going to hot glue to the bottom, leaving a tiny bit space between the edge. This is going to allow it to stand, and I love it. How adorable. Oh my gosh. The colors are so neutral. Again, just a tiny bit of color. Love the distressed look, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.